Shalom, Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Welcome to JCC TV, where we bring you the uncompromised gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. This is the Voice of Healing show, where we walk with you through the journey of healing. We know that life can be full of ups, downs, and we are just here to walk with you through all that. We have been doing amazing discussions and conversations. We've talked about rape, we've talked about grief, we've talked about trauma, and so much more. And today we are talking about mental health. But before we talk about that, we would like to hear from you. Where are you watching us from? What have you been learning from the show? What are you struggling with that you need help with? We are here to hear from you and to help you. You can talk to us on our SMS code at 23378. You can give us a call on 0800000898, or you can reach us on our social media platforms at JCC TV, at Lucy Flora Mwendwa, and we will be glad to be of help to you. Before we begin, I have my amazing guest, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hi everyone, my name is Wilfred Lai. I'm a counseling psychologist. I do consultancy with FIDA Kenya, among other organizations.
Hello everybody, my name is Faith Muna. I'm the coordinator of the Wilfred Lai Foundation.
We are here because of the Wilfred Lai Foundation. Talk to us more about the Wilfred Lai Foundation.
The Wilfred Lai Foundation is an organization that has started in the year 2014. It is there to offer scholarship to the needy in the community. And our scholarship is from kindergarten, primary, high school, up to university. And we work together with children to ensure that they are academically giant and also their mental health is well taken care of.
Thank you, Faith. This show again has been brought to the viewer by the Wilfred Lai Foundation. Why did you see the need as a foundation for such?
The need for this program is to bring healing. Mm-hmm. Many of the time, we fail to understand that we have problem, and we don't know how to solve the problem. And mainly when it comes to parenting, we are able to help the parent identify areas in their children from a very young age, to be able to identify the problem and get the solution earlier, before it becomes a big problem to the community. Mm-hmm. That is the greatest need. And many people who go through mental health issues, there is a great possibility that there is a healing for every trauma, for every wound, for everything that they have gone through, and they are capable to achieve excellency.
So we're talking about mental health today, and according to the World Health Organization, it is a state of well-being in which the individual realizes their own abilities, can cope with normal stress of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to his or her community. Now, how do people define mental health out here, Winnie?
Generally, there are some people, when you talk about mental health, they think about you are crazy, maybe about being crazy, or they think about you being mad. But generally, when we are talking about the mental health, it is just everything about us. It is not about losing the nut. It is about the health of your mental. Mm-hmm. And we usually say there is no health without mental health. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's something that a lot of people say out here, and they're like, I have mental health issues, I'm struggling with mental health issues. Now, what is mental health?
As we have said, mental health is a state of well-being. Mm-hmm. And it is in which the individual realizes his or her own abilities. Mm-hmm. You are in a position to discover your own abilities. Mm-hmm. You are in a position to cope with the normal stress of every day. Mm-hmm. You are also in a position to work productively and fruitfully. And above that, you give back to your community. So if you are doing that, you are having a mental health. But if you are lacking in any of that, you have issues with your mental health.
Okay.
Are you able to cope with the situations that we are facing? Like nowadays, we have a lot of chaotic. We also have, maybe we are living in hard economic times. Do you have some coping mechanism? Are you able also to give back to your community? Are you able to express your abilities? Are you able to cope with what is facing you? That is what we are calling mental health. And mental health includes our emotional, our psychological, and our social well-being. How are you dealing with your emotion? How is your psychological? How is your social well-being? It affects how we think, our mental health, how we feel, and also how we act. It also helps to determine how we handle stress and relate with others and make choices.
Okay.
It is all about the mental health. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood, adolescence, throughout the adulthood.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could maybe define for us or differentiate for us the difference between emotional and psychological.
Emotional, it is the way you express yourself. Like, for example, if I pinch you now, maybe you're going to cry. That is emotional. How are you reacting to emotional? Psychological is about your brain. It's about your cognitive, about how you are thinking, how everything is around you is revolving. And the social is the way you are relating with other people. Yeah. How do you relate? There are some people who have really issues when it comes to relating with their peers or even their workmates. Yeah.
How is it like to experience mental health problems?
When you are experiencing mental health problems, it means you are not able to cope, or maybe your mechanism has been affected due to what you are going through. Yeah.
So which affects your thinking, your mood, your behavior.
Yeah, it will affect everything about you. Maybe someone can tell you are smart and you tell them I'm always like that. What were you thinking? Or do you think the other days it is because you are having issues with your psychological?
Okay.
So you cannot even see things with the right perspective.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some of the factors that contribute to mental health problems?
So generally when you are talking about mental health, there are so many things that really affect it. For example, we are saying if you experience mental health problem, you are thinking your mood and the behavior could be affected. And now we say the factors that affect that. Number one, it is biological factors. That is such as genes or your brain chemistry. What is happening within your brain? Then we are talking about the life experiences. Like, for example, if you undergo through trauma or abuse, this one may affect your mental health. Then we have family history of mental health problem. You may be coming from a family that has issues with their mental health. This maybe could be passed from one generation to another.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it different from the acquired mental health issues?
So the acquired, we are talking about the biological, the genes that have been passed from one person to another. Then we have family history of mental health. If I'm having mental health problem, even maybe when I'm raising up my kids, I may pass it to them because of the way I will be behaving with them. I may be traumatizing them. I may abuse them because of my status. Then out of that, I may pass the same thing to my sons. And that thing may progress to the generations.
Wow.
So it may be due to genes that are within my composition. Then it may be just because of the history of that family, what goes on within a certain family. Yeah.
So Faith, have you experienced that from your desk where people are experiencing mental health issues, which is from the family line?
Yes, we have experienced that, but few of the cases are from generational. Majority of the cases we experience are the environment or the abuse maybe the child has gone through. And whenever we have a history, because we have to know the history of the child before giving them the scholarship, and we understand the history of the family, we are able to determine that this child needs more care and more attention than others. And one of the things is we try to change the way the child's thinking. I'm not loved, I'm not wanted, I'm misfortunate. And we are trying to change his mental thinking that I'm able, I'm loved, I'm appreciated. And it is a journey, it's not a work of one day. And when we experience that it is the environment, we help the parent also to come on board with us to help this child to achieve their goal and their destiny. It is not only in education that their destiny is found, in how they socialize with one another. And amazingly, some parents cooperate with us very well. Them themselves, they're also going through mental health issues. And because they are going through mental health issues, they don't even know why they are hitting or beating or abusing their own child the way they are doing. But when we take them around and we explain to them and we teach them and we coach them, they are able to change and they are able to learn from us. So one thing I will say that it is not impossible for mental health issues, for it to receive its healing, for it to receive, it's not impossible for the child of mental health issues to receive healing, to receive what we have for them. They are able to receive it, accept it, and live with one another with so much confidence to face the world out there.
Wow. And that is why we have this show, not only to help the children, but also the world at large, because we are living in a time that everything has become a bit difficult. And Winnie, I would ask, what are some of the early warnings or the early signs of mental health issues?
So generally, we have some signs that are showing you're having mental health problem. And the early signs, one of them is eating or sleeping too much. You may find that of late you are eating too much or you are sleeping too much. That is a warning sign.
Yeah.
Remember, it's like a car. When it is not having enough fuel, it will start showing signal. And if you don't take care of that signal, finally you are going to be stuck on the road. So either you are eating too much, sleeping too much, or too little. Vice versa is also okay. Then pulling away from people, all the usual activities. Maybe we are going out as a team. You don't want to go out. Then also we are having activity as a team. You just want to be man solo. That is also a sign. Then having low or no energy. You are just there, you are pushing yourself even to go to work. You are always having no energy, even after you have eaten. That is a lot of issue. Or it is even in the morning and you are feeling you are too exhausted. That is a warning. You need to take care of that. Okay. Then feeling unusually confused. You feel, I'm confused. I usually hear people all the time saying that. I feel confused. Feeling confused, forgetfulness. You are just forgetting about everything. You forget even we are having the show maybe. Then you are always on edge. Then you are always bitter all the time. You are worried. You are here and you are worried that you may be sacked the other day. Or you are worried that your kids, something bad is happening. You are also scared. Even if we drop a pen here, you almost want to run away. Then yelling. You are just yelling. Omoti, come here! And they are just near to you. Or fighting with the family and friends. You are the ones who is fighting with the family and friend. Those are also early warning signs. Experiencing fear, mood swing. That cause problem in a relationship. From nowhere, we were loving, now you've become mad with us. Just mood swings all the time. Then we have having persistent thoughts and the memories you can get out of hand. You are having persistent thoughts and the memories that most of the time they are getting out of hand, hearing voices or believing things that are not true. You are hearing voices and you are just alone. You are also believing things that are not true. They are not there. Then thinking of harming yourself and others. This is dangerous. You cannot just stay there. If you're having such signs, you need to see an expert to be assisted before it is too late. Then we have inability to perform daily tasks like taking care of your kids or getting to work or to school in time. That may be having an issue also. Having unexplained aches and pains. Umemaliza mara moja dukani and the other painkillers. All the time you're having pains. That is also a dangerous sign. Then feeling helpless and hopeless. You are always feeling helpless and hopelessness. Then feeling nerves. You feel like unaganda, feeling nerves, nerve, and like nothing matters. If you feel nothing matters. Smoking. Others go to smoking, drinking, or using drugs more than usual. So all those are early warning signs of the mental health issues or problem. You may be cropping to an issue that may be bigger than what you imagine. So if you are facing these things, you need help. If a car is just showing you red, you just need to go to a fueling station. You don't have to wait until you are stuck.
Okay.
And there is help. That is the good part of it. There is help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have mental health in children? Mental health issues in children?
Every human being can experience mental health problem, Lucy. It doesn't matter whether you are old. It doesn't matter whether you are a teenager. It doesn't matter whether you are a young adult or an adult. And it also affects growth.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do such manifest in children?
You will know. Like, for example, if kids have been abused, they will go through trauma. Like for the young children, when they come for therapy, we do have art therapy. If you notice that your children has changed their behavior, even they don't want to play with others, they are fighting with others, they are not relating well with others, they don't even want to share what they have with the other children. So when you take them to therapy, we usually help them through something we call art therapy. They draw pictures. And when they draw pictures, the psychologist or the counselor will be able to predict what they are going through.
Okay.
In fact, we'll know even whether they were raped through the pictures they have drawn or maybe what is going through their lives. The pictures say it all. They don't have to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Faith, in the foundation and in the school, how do you know that a child is going through these issues?
One of the things is the behavior change. The child is not able to cope the daily task, the normal daily task like reading, washing clothes, those normal things, the normal thing. And you find there's no energy and the child withdraws and that child follows with so many cases. It is one case to another case in the principal's office, in the head teacher's office, and you're always called because a specific child has done this and this and this. So that's the time we understand that this child is going through so many issues, and we try to bring this child close to understand what are the problem with these persons. Many of the children don't want to open up and fear that maybe the abuser or what they are going through, if they say, they fear so much to explain what is happening to them. But we create a safe environment for them that everything is going to be okay and we are there for you. We are not there against you. And when we identify the problem, we are able to educate our staff or even our teacher to tell them such a child, kindly don't be hard on this child or kindly understand this child is going through 1, 2, 3. So when the teacher is handling like 30 students in the class, he is able to understand that this child is going through 1, 2, 3, but the teacher is also able to bring that child close to her and to help her cope with the daily task that is put there. So when we identify that, one of the greatest challenge comes in is acceptance. And acceptance that the child to accept that you are valued, you are important, you are loved. You can show them all these things. You can provide for them all the needs. But now to change that mentality that I am loved, it is not something that is done overnight or isn't a work of 1 week. It requires time. It requires time. And also, when it comes also to the parent, we always check on the parent. When breaks come or midterm come, we inquire, how is the activity at home? What has happened at home? What is going on at home? And we ask the parent, you are the one who's going to help this child to achieve best in life. So how you handle this child in this break time, in this time that child is under your supervision, will determine the future of that child, and will determine whether this child will continue with the scholarship or lose the scholarship, because you have put so much stress that the child is not able to cope in an environment. So we are always there to understand, and issues of confidentiality is one of the key things. When a child says that I have been raped, these issues are very sensitive. They are not to be discussed with all staff. Only few key staff to understand, please, this child is going through this issue and we need your help in 1, 2, 3. And confidentiality is the key. And once you breach that confidentiality, it becomes a big case to us. Because nobody will want to know that, oh, you know, this child, they have been raped. You know, this it damages them. It makes them feel ashamed. So we take them through the process of healing. And that process of healing is very protective. That's why they are excellent in school. They are the leaders in school. They achieve excellent in academic and also in the social life.
Okay, thank you, Faith. When it comes to mental health and wellness, what does a positive mental health allow someone to do?
So when you are healthy, you have positive mental health, one of the things is that you are in a position to realize your full potential. Not being in a position to realize your full potential, we usually say every human being has a capacity to do what? To actualize, to go to the peak of their career. Now, when you are having you have positive mental health, you will be in a position to realize your full potential, what God meant you to achieve. Then something else, you will cope with the stresses of life. Life is full of chaos here and there, and we will always find issues. Even dealing with the daily hassle of today can be a problem. But if you have a positive mental health, you will be in a position to deal with the day-to-day hassles. Then also, you will be in a position to have work productivity. We will know you are productive at the place of work, then make meaningful contribution to your community. You are not made just to take care of your family alone or to take care of yourself alone. You are supposed also to touch your community. Your community should feel you if you have positive mental health. Yeah, they should give their contribution. You came in this world carrying something for your family, for yourself, and for the community.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are some of the ways to maintain a healthy or a positive mental health?
So for you to be in a position to maintain a positive mental health, number one, you need to get a professional help if you need it. If you feel like those signs you are talking about, they are cropping in your life, you need to get a professional help. You need to get a counselor to be assisted. It is like the way when you are having an headache, you usually go and buy a medication. So we should not neglect our mental health, because we've said there is no health without mental health. Then connecting with others. Connecting with others is the way out. You need to get out with your friends, the people who love you, the people who care about you. Connect with them, go out with them, talk with them, have lunch with them, write a good email to them, chat with them. That is very healthy. It is a way of maintaining a good mental health. Then staying positive. It doesn't matter how life is. You need to stay positive. Like nowadays, you hear people saying, we don't know whether we are going to make it. The things are very tough. No, you should not be like that. Others may not make it, but stay positive. You will make it. God will make a way. So staying positive is a way of maintaining also mental health. Then getting physically active. We need to do exercise, Lucy, 3 times per day. Not per day, sorry, per week. Per week. At least 30 minutes. Even if it is walking. Walking is very good. You need to walk for 30 minutes. At least. Even if you have a car, leave it behind and do the walking. Then helping others. Helping others, there is a certain joy that comes with helping others. You need to help. And everybody is in a position to help. You can even help the aged person to cross the road. That is helping. You can also give a smile. There are some people who don't get a smile elsewhere. So you can give them a reason to smile. You can help a needy person. You can help, Lucy. Including everyone in this room and the others. And also when you are helping others, you are helping yourself. Then another thing, which is very crucial, it is getting enough sleep. You need to sleep for 6 to 8 hours every day. Every day. Sleep time is very crucial. Then, developing some coping skills. You are not in this world alone. You will be hurt by somebody. You may even lose your job. So you need to develop some coping mechanism. You will also get, your car may be hit. A matatu can pour water into you when you are wearing white and you are late to work. So develop some coping mechanism. Yeah, for you to be in a position to live well.
Okay. Thank you so much, Winnie. So get professional help.
Very important.
And why is it so expensive in this, not even in this country? Why is it so expensive worldwide?
It is about your mental health. And we've said there is no health without mental health. So it is not that expensive, Lucy. Yeah. It is just because it is a profession that is cropping.
Okay.
Yeah. How much do you pay for an X-ray in an hospital? Among other things. Even medication is expensive. And we call it curative therapy. As we talk, you are getting healed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We are also, this is also therapy to the people, right?
And also they are doctors of the soul. You know, the soul is everything. We are healing the soul.
Yeah.
And you know, most of the people are healed physically, but that illness is because of their mental health. Yeah.
Wow. Doctors of the soul.
Doctors of the soul.
Thank you so much, Winnie. Thank you so much for that. We are going for a very short break. And then when we come back, we'll continue with this discussion. And Faith will be giving us a case study. As we say, as the Bible says, there's nothing that is new under the face of this earth. So if you're going through something, someone has gone through it. And those that have gone through it have documented it, or it has been documented. And we are here just to share it with you, tell you that you're not alone, and whatever you're going through, you're going to get out of it before you know it. You just need to believe, you just need to keep hope alive. We are going for a very short break. Keep talking to us at 0800000898, or you can write us a text message on 23378, or reach to us through our social media platforms at JCCTV, at Lucy Flora Mwendwa. Do not go anywhere.